got distracted there. All the fun we're having. Okay, it's day 28. I think we have a few spikes to put up, but otherwise we're ready for the horde. Okay, so we got all this here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, we want to put it up 5 up, don't we? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the level at which we want to be placing this down. Did not mean to hit that. That in fact, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. This is the goal of the ceiling here. Once we place this down, we should at least not, you know, break our ankles or whatever. We got some mining to do here. So we can go there so far, right? Oh, plenty of lead. I think we still need to take those out there, yeah. I don't know if we want to craft those ore stacks before the Horde Night. If it does level us up and push our game stage up, then I don't know if that's what we want to do right before the Horde Night with XP for XP's sake. Like, level up from doing this, fine. I mean, we're gonna do it, fill this in all eventually anyway, right? Like, the other thing's more of a one-time use, one-time boost. Okay, with this, should be able to place the ceiling for this final basement here. Yeah, that's a nice ceiling height. And I remember back in my day, where the concrete had to dry. So you put down wet concrete and then it took some time to dry. None of this instantly upgrading stuff. And sometimes you needed extra blocks because you'd upgrade the concrete, right? And then that could cause it to collapse because the wet concrete couldn't support the same amount of other things. So sometimes you'd have to, like, literally build. You'd have to either carefully work your way in to make sure it could always support. We have 2 skill points to spend, but I'm going to hold on to them for right now while I consider this. Again, we're not actually having to output brass for anything right now, so is the intellect 6... The intellect itself gives nothing, it's only the perks. Strength is the one where you actually get the headshot damage bonus and a better chance to dismember, which makes me inclined to try to go for that. But a big concern is that if that's what we do, how long until, I don't know. Behold, our bedrock basement. Yeah, so we're pretty close to here, aren't we? We're pretty close to the bottom there. Do we even need another... Maybe for filling that in I should have checked, but either we just have this be a slightly taller basement, or we have it be... We'll see how big it is. So it does still drop down a little bit there, yeah. So I'd say this is too high of a... Yeah, this is probably... I'd say this is too high for one room, or we can just put another level halfway through it. No big deal. I don't know, I'm kind of in this rut where it feels like all the interesting things are going to be via leveling up more, but the levels are going to be really slowly, unless I'm mining and upgrading. But if I'm doing that, then I'm just grinding XP to grind XP. Still have a lot of the rest of the town to loot, but we have a chemistry station set up. Steel is a long way away. The only steel we'll get is what we can find. So I guess it's just a lot of scavenging and hoping we find, like, steel pickaxe parts. Or if we find the steel tool schematic and we can make something with that, that'd be absolutely fun. But reduce any cave-ins here. This is why the whole finding lead doesn't matter, but I learned the book because it eventually gives a final perk, I'm assuming. Like, I think the batter up thing for baseball bats, I think eventually the final one is power attacks, kills, completely refill your stamina meter. Which, you know, would be nice if we were guaranteed a little stamina bar refill in those cases. Yeah, this is a bit tall. Let's do an experiment here. We have a fresh block of lead. See how much XP we get from it. It's not a fresh block of lead, is it? Okay. When we get a fresh block of lead, let's let that XP go off. So it took 6 swings. We're basically getting 60 XP a swing when hitting the lead. So that's very good XP. And that's like killing a zombie every 6 seconds for that. And if we had the Iron Breaker mod, then we could probably 5-shot instead of 6-shot it. There was a screamer up there, as you might have heard. Oh, and we also get a supply drop, so we'll be waiting over here so it doesn't drop in the lake. I would greatly prefer it if we don't get supply drops in that lake again, because that was bad. Trying to just find it and be like, oh, just have to swim out a long way and trying to spot it through the murky water. What made him think, yeah, let's just drop this at the bottom of the freaking lake? It's an interesting question, like, what day do they expect people to, like, you can get a bicycle by the end of week 1. I'm guessing maybe you can get a mini bike by the end of, like, week 2 if you're doing the trader quest. Does that mean you'd have a motorcycle by the end of week 3? I don't know what the intended progression here is. At what point do they expect people to have this kind of stuff? Obviously, we're having to make the motorcycle ourselves, which is a lot harder. So we'll do the craft into stacks thing later on. I know at this point, between the farm and the fact that I have like over 500 meat, I really don't need to be concerned about food. Yet I'm still letting myself starve because there's no downside. Well, I mean, losing a few health, I guess, but it comes right back as soon as you eat anything. I don't know. I know in that Ravenhurst mod, I think I mentioned my friends were wanting for me to play a little bit with them, dropping in. There you lose 1 to all stats when you're starving, which on one hand is, I think, a better penalty for starving. On the flip side, I also still think it's too easy to be in literal starving mode. I don't know. People can actually go like a week or so without eating, I think, without suffering any, before they start suffering really bad effects. Kind kind of prefer it if there's less food items, but each one was more meaningful. So you ate less, but it did more, and you're slower to starve, maybe. That was kind of hilarious. Like, you could literally not even see anything there. So let's say... I think the thing that's frustrating is it's so hard to find some of the stuff you want. Like, bottles of acid is just like, open everything, hope you find it. Sewing kits, I mean, there's a few things, but it's hard to find guaranteed sources of the loot that you're looking for. Not even necessarily rare stuff. So it feels hard to have goals, specifically in that regard, at least. So the strength thing would not help me out tonight during Horde Night, but I'm not sure anything really would. Obviously you could improve the machine gun perk. So let's see, right now we're at 5 fortitude, so it would require 4 levels, it requires 3 more levels to get the last machine gunner perk before fortitude 10, which is definitely way further away from here. Agility, the run and gun. Hip fire accuracy is improved, movement penalty reloading. That requires agility 7 and agility 4. Yeah, flurry of blows and run and gun, both seems like they might be helpful. Parkour, I've heard, can be helpful too. I don't know. It's a lot of options. But generally playing to your strengths is often the best method of going about things. Yeah, so we definitely want a floor someplace here. So if I put that there, and it's 3 above and 3 below, so that'll do fine. Okay. That's our goal. In theory, if this was like a multiplayer game, you could give each person their own level of the basement if you were working on this, and say, hey, you can customize your 6x6 square however you want. If people like to do that. Or if I had somebody pop in right now, I could be like, hey, why don't you, I'll move the mushrooms to a different floor, and you can just take the second basement, right? And set it up however you'd like. So, reminder to self. After the Horde, we'll do the XP crafting, which should give us a lot of XP. Once you have mods, getting the quality 5, which has 3 mod slots, is definitely a big deal compared to the quality. I think 4, 5, and 6, I think each give an extra mod slot or something. I don't know, or maybe it's 3, 5, and 6. Either way. Got the supply drop in about 3 minutes. We need to make sure we're back on the surface world for that. Go ahead and mark that. I guess that's an outer wall right there, right? I guess that's stuff we put outside, yeah. We can upgrade those to concrete later if we feel like it, but it's not any kind of urgent matter. Close to drop time, item needs repairs. Fortunately, we have another bunch of kits. About time to head upstairs to the supply drop. So we're nearly done down here. I mean, we're obviously not going to finish tomorrow or tonight because of the horde. Let's head up. More tea. Oh, we're also out of, well, that worked out, I guess. Got more cobblestone. That's still working. These are fine. Oh, right, we never checked back on this, did we? Oops-a-daisy. Oh well, not a big deal. Today is the supply drop day, right? There we go. Zombies are like, hi. I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to get to the drop, sorry. Yeah, we're not slowed by anything here. Given the problems we had last time, I don't even stop and loot the birds' nests. We can do that on the way back. Well, this definitely went a lot smoother than last time. Is there anything good in it? Is the new question. Goldenrod tea recipe. That's garbage. Ammo crafting bundle. What does that mean? Oh, it's like 100 extra rounds of whatever we want, so... Okay, 100 rounds of 7.62 ammo, probably. That's not bad. Could be better, but not bad. It's chicken. Do have the knife, right? Yeah. helps to loot them first, doesn't it? Okay. Yeah, we got a new area of the world here. Used to have a lot of biomes. I feel like the maps these days may have less individual biomes. More eggs means more blueberry pies. I guess the question is always like, what is the end game goal here, right? Like, where do we say we are? Which is always a question for 7 Days to Die. We have enough food that for a long time that we're not going to risk starving. Hell, we might be able to just survive on mushrooms at this point, just constantly eating them if needed. I think I'm going to go for strength. I want to maximize that. As we're exploring and starting to find ferals, I want to make sure we're ready. What does cigar take to make? Urban Combat Volume 2. Now if we found that, we wouldn't need to put the last 3 points in strength, but who knows if we find that. If we find it before, then great. If we don't, oh well. Thought I just heard something. But perhaps not. Let's put things away. Let's see how we're looking on... I think we basically just need to put up more iron spikes again. We can probably see if we can put another mod in this bow. I don't think we can put a scope in the bow, unfortunately. That would be kind of hilarious, but... what mods could possibly go there? Weapon flashlight, it won't work on a bow. Makes sense. We could do the rad remover thing. We also have this cooling mesh mod, so that could be helpful. So let's see if we can put... got the structural brace, it degrades slower, because why not? Melee weapons and tools is kind of interesting that I could put it there, but okay. The hunter mod, more damage to animals, rad remover mod. No, so it can't... those both can't go there. Is there any other mod that could possibly go on it? Kinda don't think so. That's unfortunate. Can I put insulated liner and cooling mesh in the same thing? Yes. Excellent. Okay, we got more meat there, more eggs. We got those tacos for right now. Right, the cat food is the whole. It's good for nothing other than just eating. Same thing for the chicken soup, I think. Wait, no. You have to actually take it before you can check the recipes, though. That's kind of annoying. Yeah, chicken soup was only good for that. Large beef ration, at least for spaghetti or something. Alright, so we can take these fish tacos with us. Eat them during the middle of the day. Tools, slap these down. Worry about them later. Advanced materials, cloth, bone. ammunition, material, a lot of lead, paper, all that stuff. There's, yeah, so we have enough for another 250 rounds just on that alone if we need them. We're going to max out on iron. Cobblestone and concrete can go up here. Sand can go here. Did I hear some friends? I'm just hearing things at this point. I guess so. Thought I heard like a screamer approaching. Oh, maybe that's what I... You can literally see them popping into existence over there. That's kind of cute. That's what happens. They spawn that distance away and then run towards you. Okay, good to know. Got everything we need here. So let's clear out these zombies. And then go loot another thing or two. Are any of you gentlemen ferals? Imagine if we got a steel club. We don't have that perk though, yeah, right? Batter up, yeah. Yeah, so we actually still have a bunch of other perks that can... Oh right, we needed to worry about spikes here maybe? Or did we actually have that completed now? Okay, so there's a few spikes we could use. We can do that when it's getting closer to night, I guess. Let's go see if we can finish looting that one house we were doing yesterday. Obviously plenty of stuff for us to wrench at some point if we ever want to. So this house is not something we've looted. We've been working on our way down over here. This house has the frames in front, but did we really finish looting this house? I feel like we didn't, or am I misremembering? Oh no, we did. I remember this now. Okay, so I guess we came down south and we're here? Yeah. Okay. Here's where we took out the dog. We emptied out the first floor. Now let's go up to the second, and we already pulled the key ring. Yep. Damn ferals. they want us to come up on the top floor, though, but then this is... I don't get it. We already know how to make that schematic. Not a concern of ours. Shoes, give dress shoes, those are good. Those are what we have, but we already have like 2 of them, is the only catch side. Ski goggles. I think we already have some. Don't know if we really need more, but we'll double check at least. We can repair that, scrap the lead. Rocket launcher parts, okay. Why those are just sitting there, I don't know, but I guess I'm not going to complain. Pool table. Definitely don't need that. Thought that would be considered shoes again, but nope. Cottonseed, definitely don't care about that. Clothes pile, more dress shoes, they're good, we just have several. So that gives paper. That doesn't. That doesn't. Okay, anything else standing out here? Doesn't look like it. Here we got the cop here, so you come upstairs, you have to deal with all of that. Sack of cloth or something? Oh yeah, I had to break that and then I could loot it. That's strange. Military armor parts, that's good. Ammo pile. Okay, we got a pair of safes here. I do hate that the responsiveness isn't good. Like if I'm swinging the pick and then I switch to the water, it shouldn't keep swinging with the pick. After I've switched, it should switch over. So that lack of responsiveness is annoying at times. Armor pocket mod schematic, which we already know, so that doesn't help us. We did get 23 rounds of ammo. Which, given we haven't used any in here, it's nice. I guess we could get that healing factor thing too, couldn't we, if we wanted to? We could get up to animal, which is 1 health every 20 seconds. Dang, okay. I suppose there would be an argument for bringing some honey or other things along as well. These, if we're starting to get ferals and potentially getting hit more often. The fish tacos will restore 40 health. Search the gun safe and we find a stun baton. We don't care about that. Steel knuckles parts and steel spear parts. So that was a bust. I think there's a basement here, correct? That's a feral. But not like Will Ferrell. I guess this is the real trophy rack. These things seem like annoyingly resistant to knock down. That's the real reward over there. That lets you out up here. Okay. And see, if we have loot respawn on, we could just come back here every 7 days and just walk in here and loot all of this, which I don't think is a good way to play. Okay, so we need to break into all of this, that's fine. I actually want to break the boxes down eventually too, but ratchet schematic. Huh. I think that's instead of a wrench. You know what? I'm kind of curious. Let's try this whole lockpicking thing. I have no idea how this is supposed to work. You can pick some locks by holding E. Oh, and they don't need to be equipped on the hotbar. Okay. I hold down E. You've broken your lockpick. So it takes like 15 seconds to get into it. I guess that is slightly faster, but let's scrap that. Iron Breaker, yeah! Iron Sledgehammer, don't care. Iron Breaker, that's what I'm talking about. Get rid of this wood splitter. Scrap the wood splitter. I don't think we need another beaker, but they're rare enough, I'll hold on to it. So Iron Breaker mod, worth it. Take that. Okay. Remember, this gives us like 6 paper each. Polymers. I think that's about everything there. So lockpicks take 15 seconds, but you might break several picks along the way. So each one makes you pick it faster and a 30% lower chance to break lockpicks. Interesting. Until I get steel tools, maybe I'll try those. I don't know. But let's get back home and prepare. This is a night where we definitely do not want to risk making it back, but now we can say we have in fact looted this place. Go us. So how did it want us to enter? So we come up here. And we enter into this room here. Okay, and then you work your way down. Interesting. So like this house right here is something we want to get, because now we've looted even to the south of that. I don't know, maybe I will mark them on the map just to indicate this. This is going to get annoying for sure. The It's still hilarious. Like, I see the wolf. Like, okay, we killed the wolf. Then I see a bear. Now, technically, given we have the AK, it's entirely possible we could have nuked it down with the AK-47, but it was not something I wanted to experiment with at night like that. World's warning us. It's not a big deal. Tools. Claw hammer and shovel can go in there. I guess we should sort this real fast. Advanced materials. Ammunition. Medicine. We have another spare beaker there. We should bring more bandages with us in case they're needed. Clothing. I'll worry about that later. We're down to only a few minutes here. Tools, lockpicks. You don't need. Sure, you can have normal bandages. Blood bag, allovaricline, steroids. Clothing gets the military armor parts. Baton parts would go into weapons, even though I don't think I'll ever use them. Steel knuckles and steel spear parts also go there. And rocket launcher parts. Materials, it's iron, which we're going to be capped on here soon anyway. Shale. Weapons, we got more of those bolts. We have a bunch of 7.62 ammo. So I'm going to grab some extra iron arrows here. I think we're probably good with that. Medicine. Let's grab a few painkillers. Make sure we're stocked on red tea. Let's bring along 2 meat stews. Let's bring along a vitamin to make sure we can't get infected. So we have painkillers, 3 stacks of bandages, vitamins, meat stew to help heal as well. I think we're pretty much good to go. I'm going to bring even more of the iron arrows. There's no point in risking it. I'm hoping 300 rounds will be enough there. Is there anything else I might want to be bringing? For the purposes, I'm going to put the bow there. The hunting knife there, that's fine. Double first aid bandages. This still has a decent chunk of damage left on it. We have 12 repair kits. I think we're good to go here. Our gunpowder finished. Which only stacks up to 1,000 apparently. Not the end of the world, but still good to know. Okay, so then the only other thing would be got the iron spikes. You know what, you can leave those on. We'll output after the Horde Night. Okay, here we go. 3 minutes till showtime. Or less than 3 minutes, realistically. near... As long as I don't stand close to this, they shouldn't jump the gap, I believe is the idea. Out of curiosity, can I hit that from here? With anything? I could with that, okay. If I'm wrong, I can run back to the main base, but I think as long as I don't stand right here for them to attack, I don't think they can jump up. Did I... Oh, there's the taco. So that gets 40 health back. Meat stew gets 25 health back. So let's use the meat stew right here. Here we go. I don't even know why I have the 9mm ammo or the shotgun ammo this much. Should have put those away. Oh well. And I have gunpowder stacks. Oh well. Here we go. I might have just heard a vulture, but I'm not sure. The fact that I can't see Jack right now is not helpful. I'm suddenly gonna have like a cop spit come right out of nowhere and hit me. Sixth of the way through. So far things are holding up well. There should definitely be a bunch of cops and stuff soon. Last 12 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and eat this now. Just in case I get hit by a vulture, should prevent infection. Well, I guess honestly, you could argue if I just have some honey, then it's not a big deal. I feel shame from getting hit by the bird. to start seeing at least a little bit further. That'll be good in case cops start showing up. Or when cops start showing up. Bunch of lumberjacks over there. Well, we're nearly a third of the way through the night and I've not seen any cops so far. I'm sure that'll change, but it still does surprise me. I guess we probably haven't even leveled up very much since compared to last time. There's the sound of a bird. Come at me, birdie. We're not going to need to put the spikes up on short notice here, so we'll do that. Got our first cop. So they won't jump over unless you were there. But if we like stood right here for a moment, then they jump right over. Which almost means you could try to lure some of them up here. Feral version. The fact that he hit me, I thought he'd have to land and then set himself for a moment, but he had other ideas, like, nope, I'm just gonna land and hit. This is overkill, but I don't want to risk dying because, I mean, I have... a bunch of cops. It almost looks like it only takes like 4 headshots with this to kill a cop or something. But to be fair, each headshot is doing 150 damage or whatever. Bring the cop closer. I could have 5 shots there at that cop, but still. Gotta be like that. Leave my ramp alone, please. So, yeah, they can't. Dead already? No. There it is. little closer. That looked like he died in 3 headshots there. I guess this is where, like on a horde night, if you have electrical defenses set up, and you have the whole gain experience, what is it, advanced engineering, and 20%. So I guess if you set up a bunch of electrical traps, I think there's like blade traps and electric traps and other stuff like that. Yeah, they can't jump over the gap unless you're there to jump too. At least not a 3 gap here. I do think that whole drop loot thing has worked out well, because it used to be like you'd worry about the loot disappearing. Now I don't even know if those are destroyable, honestly. Got the cop over there. It's like, where's that birdie coming in from? Like 6 minutes to go, assuming they don't die first. Again, the fact, like, I don't want to shoot them, then have them die on the spike, and then get no XP for using the ammo. So, if they manage to break through, fine. I would like to thank you for your feathery contribution. Some of them are really fast, aren't they? Like 4 more minutes or so. If the horde isn't wiped out by 4 AM, then I'm definitely undertake the time to loot things before I load out and back in, so this video could go a few more minutes over. Don't you dare, no! Well, we've already gotten 245 feathers from other vultures, so that's not bad. Can you believe that? This is this side has been cleaned out of spikes. Right over here, come get me. I think this is where that whole funneling idea starts to become a thing. Have them go through like a certain checkpoint and then set up electrical traps there. I hope you're going to be nicer than your friend a moment ago was. Another 48 feathers there. Well, so I'm gonna have to ask you to stop doing that. Did not mean to lose that arrow. I meant to reload it and unlock it, but... He's gonna die in the spikes there, I think. Oh my god, it's just a feral version. Yeah, I don't think this horde is finishing prior to mining at this rate. Then the question might be how many of them are still running. Well, running when morning hits. Obviously, this vid is going to go for another few minutes. We have not managed to clear through the horde by the time morning hit. Question is, does the horde keep spawning? That's a new question. Or does it just stop spawning at 4 AM with whatever it's got? The answer seems to be it depends. Yeah, come on. How many others are moving around? Doesn't look like that many. Let's risk this. Come on. I'm over here. Okay, I guess that's it. Let's loot everything fast. And then we'll stop the video, but hey, we survived, no problem. They didn't even, like, break a single block again. I think that works pretty well. I mean, I'm sure you can do fancier things, of course, with electric traps and everything, and we'll worry about that eventually, but... Unencumbered, okay. Let's see, we got... Deal more damage with fist, leather, iron, and spiked knuckle weapons. Oil recipe, no. Hunter's General do 10% more damage to bears. I'll take that. We already know about the archery thing. Okay. We got 600 dukes, which amounts to 600 brass, which is another 100 ammo if we need it. And we did not really go through much ammo there, did we? Neither arrows nor 762. The spikes were able to do nearly everything. Now let's put this in the great chest of sorting. Iron shovel gets scrapped. It gets scrapped. Because we already have a better iron shovel. Exception to this comment here, this padded hood. It's better than what we have, right? So we're going from 31.66 up to 32. Modify it. Okay. Do we need another light hood there? We can do that. Scrap this. And let's go loot the rest. Did I put my red tea in here? I'm sorry, red tea. I didn't mean to do that to you. That was rude of me. Alright, let's finish looting this, then we'll call it the video. So, we survived the night very easily again. Did not kill the horde before morning this time, though. Able to deal with cops efficiently with this AK. Yeah. Got more forged steel. Is that a tempered blade schematic? Yeah, we already know that one. Holy cow, that's a lot of brass. Steel tool parts, hot digging dog. Okay, is that everything? I think so. So yeah, we still had most of our place, was entirely fine. That's everything. Stop these off, stop the video, and we'll resume next time. Or we can go give this guy a friendly hello. This is now a zombie-free zone, sir. Yeah, we came out of the Horde Night with more raw ammo than we went into it, and we have a bunch of other brass that will melt down. So I think that was highly successful. Okay, and we will sort this out next time. Catch you then.